Welcome back, everyone. Well, last week, Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan appointed Shawn Blanchard here as the Director of Youth Services.
Yeah, and he's gotten up early to join us this morning to talk about some of the goals and specific plans that he has for the city. So we appreciate you stopping by, Shawn. What is your exact role here now in the city?
Well, as a Director of Youth Services, my role is more so being a connector rather than a creator. And in doing so, fulfilling the mayor's vision and making sure that I can be creative within that vision as well to provide as many services as we can. The mayor doesn't actually, he's not in control of the schools, but he can be in control of things centered around the schools, where that critical window from 4 to 6 p.m. where students don't know what to do, but they need something to do. Those are the hours after school, around the school, that we can really control and help out.
So you haven't been on the job very long, but I know you've been busy working hard at it. What are some of the initiatives that you're working on for these kids?
Well, I've been on the job actually for a couple months. It was just actually put out there maybe about a week ago or so. But two of my first initiatives, one of them was actually creating an elementary soccer league. And this is with all Detroit public schools. And it's amazing because soccer is the most popular sport in the world, and we never had an actual soccer league attached to the schools. So when we announced this just yesterday, actually, we had a press conference about it. We have 44 teams, approximately 700 kids, and they're really excited about soccer, and it's amazing.
Any other goals, any other initiatives besides the soccer?
Absolutely. So I've been working on this really big initiative for next summer, creating 5,000 jobs for teens, which is actually something that around the country many cities have been doing, creating these jobs, having youth employment, but the mayor's at the helm of making this happen. And so it's my task to make sure that that takes place. So been traveling around the country, getting the best practices so we can make that happen.
That's terrific. And I know what's really neat too is kind of the backstory. Just I think your personal past really kind of connects into what you do. Tell us a little about that.
Absolutely. Well, I was one of those kids that I'm the youth director for the city now, and I was definitely one of those kids that needed a lot of direction, to say the least, right? I didn't really grow up with the picket fence at all. Family structure is pretty interesting, and I needed a lot of assistance, and I would get that from a counselor here, maybe a cousin there, television, just looking at things that could push me forward and propel me to want to do better, and somehow I weaved through the cracks and made it to the University of Michigan, and things began to move forward from there.
And you're a teacher there, right?
Yeah, I do teach at the University of Michigan as well.
You're a success story, and obviously it sounds like it took a team to help get you through. Now let's go full circle. Talk about your teamwork initiative that you have now for these kids.
Well, and that teamwork initiative, that's something that teamwork is, those 5,000 jobs. So that's something where I'm all about making sure that kids are busy and productive. Can't just be busy alone because it's not enough. You have to be productive at the same time to have a light at the end of the tunnel. So that's something that we're providing by making sure they have the financial literacy training, job etiquette training, their time is filled, they have the proper mentors in place to really see that light at the end of the tunnel and have some practical tactics to take with them along their journeys.
And so people, I'm sure, just hearing your story really feel inspired and might want to really help out. I mean, what would you say to people who really want to get involved in something like this?
I would say that there's so many opportunities to get involved in Detroit that we don't know that they exist. So that's another one of my jobs, is to make sure that I put that out there, that awareness of how to actually get involved in the city so you can help the youth. So some of those things we can do, a simple Google search, a simple question amongst friends. There's so many of us that do many things in the city, but others kind of speak about it while others are actually doing things about it. I would say that 1 in every 4 people that you meet is doing something with the child, and we all need to make sure that we embrace that same concept and put our first foot forward in making sure we can do the same.
Well, somehow you found time to write a book in the midst of doing all of the other things that you're doing in Detroit. Quickly tell us what the name of the book is and what we can expect to hear in there.
Well, the book is titled Superman Don't Fly. And the book actually it's an interesting concept because I had heroes growing up that weren't actually the type of heroes that should have been my heroes.
Yeah.
But I quickly found out, because of some people, they pass away, some people go to prison, that my heroes that I had in mind, they didn't fly. Santa Claus wasn't real for me. So nevertheless, I had to create my own hero. And that inspiring biography is what the book is all about. And it's a story of what happens if you can begin to create that hero, and then it shows you how you can actually create that hero for others.
Wow, an incredible success story. We look forward to seeing all that you do for the city of Detroit and beyond.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, Shawn.
Pleasure.